Hey DSA, happy September. I am Jenna and I'm the founder and CEO here at AI Frontier Designers and also an educator for the design industry. So if you are just joining us, every month I come to you with some new hot tips in the world of AI. And this one is, I think, one of my favorite, and I feel like every month I say that, but this may just be one of my new favorite things that is just barely getting started, and I expect a lot of really great things from this. So, you may have already heard me talk about Perplexity before, and Perplexity is something that I use for research. I've used it for the past 2 years to just basically like deep dive on topics and then get credible resources. From the internet, like live from the internet, so that I can actually go and like look at the context and read it for myself. But there's a new browser that recently just came out. I've had early access now for about 3 weeks. It's called Comet, and it's the Comet Internet Browser by Perplexity. So that's what I'm going to show you today, because while we have agents that are built into ChatGPT and other large language models now, we actually have them built into our browser. So think of it as like your Chrome browser, Microsoft, Bing or Edge or whatever you're using. This is that. This is the entire internet browser that I'm using after downloading this from Perplexity. Now, I do pay $20 a month to use Perplexity, but well worth the money. It combines a ton of different large language models into one. So if you're looking to consolidate your subscriptions, this may be an option for you to not have, subscriptions to everything. Oh, as of right now, though, this isn't making images, so I would still recommend that maybe you keep that ChatGPT or Google Gemini with the new release of Nano Banana, which I'm not really going to talk about today, but we will be talking about a lot more in my program called The Daily. Which is $29.99 a month, in case if you are not familiar. That is a great way to stay on top of all these things. And I've already started putting a lot of trainings for Perplexity inside that members area. So let me give you a real life situation using this browser and agents to show you exactly what agents do, but this way it's more integrated. Okay, so inside of my Perplexity browser, at the top right-hand corner, there's something called an assistant. That is your agent, okay? You're going to hear different names from different programs, but assistant in this case is also known as agent if you were to be in like ChatGPT and activate that. So agents basically do things on your behalf if you ask them to. However, this is more than that. This is actually, if I was on this website, I could say, tell me the best rugs that are trending right. I'm just making that up. But, I could interact with this particular website that I'm on, because when you log into a website, all right, so if you have trade accounts and you want to log in this Comet browser, or if you're just going on, I'm not logged in here, on any website, you can activate your assistant and basically it'll say, okay, here you go. These are the top trending rugs right now. So basically, what you're seeing is a example from, they pulled all these different resources. So it wasn't just coming off of Faizy's website right now. It was pulling, okay, here's all of these things. Let's look and see what all the trends are from like House Beautiful, from Syria, Jaipur, so like competitors. But it looked at all these things and then it came back with, okay, here are some of the trending things. So just as an example for you, that is one way to use this. It's also a great way to say, hey, I'm writing this thing right now. Can you just rewrite it a little bit better for me with my, brand voice applied and these different things that I want to see, or brainstorming certain things, or you could also use this feature just research or writing, okay? This little feature here with the assistant is endless. This is literally right now in this mode what Perplexity would be if you were to just go to perplexityai.com and then start a conversation. But let's turn it into something more and let's really activate that agent. So I want you to locate a rug that is neutral, tans, browns, and greens. Size 8 by 10 or larger from Paisy. Okay, there we go. So now I have said, I want you to do this thing. Okay, that was all it took for my screen to turn blue, and now it is doing that thing for me. Okay, so I can watch it in real time if I'm on this page right now. If for some reason it needs to go to another, like open up another browser or go find something else, it will do that, and all you have to do is click on this right here. You can see the logic and the thought process as it's doing things. All right, so here it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to go and try and search for that specific thing, and it came back with no results. So now it's like, oh, let me try a different approach. I'm going to go back to the home page. I'm going to do this. Okay, now I'm going to go here. You can literally see the thought process like it's your assistant's thought process right here on the right-hand side. So when you're sourcing, when you are looking for product or pricing changes, all you have to do if you're looking at trade vendors is literally go to that trade vendor's website, log in your Comet browser, and say, hey, go do this thing for me. And it will go do that thing for you as long as it has access, meaning that you've logged in. So it doesn't, I don't want to say it doesn't know because it will know, but it cannot log into things for you. It's just when you are already logged in that it's like, okay, well, I have access here. Now, sometimes I found that like the thought process is maybe you're a little more advanced in the steps. So for instance, the other day I was RSVPing to an event, and then I had already done that. I was on the confirmation page, and I wanted my assistant to add it to my calendar. So because I'm logged into my Google Calendar, I was able to just kind of say, oh, that's a pretty one. My client doesn't like blue. But I was able to just say, hey, go do this, and add it to my calendar. Now, because I didn't say, oh, I have already, RSVP'd to this, it didn't know that. So it RSVP'd me twice and added the calendar invite. So extra help is fine. I haven't really seen it mess up anything, but I'm always kind of watching it at this point in time. Okay, so here is where now it's done. The screen is not blue anymore, and you can see a few of the selections that it has provided me. So it opened this in a new tab. Okay, there's that guy, and it does look like it comes in the charcoal and a few other colors. And then we also have some other recommendations. So we have this guy here as well. And we're pulling that one. So I love it. It just, the blue, I don't think my client's going to like. So I can like come back here and say, great start, no blue. Let's look more in the green colorways. Okay, so now it will kind of come back, and it's literally just chatting. It's just chatting with this. So think about little tasks that you can set it to do. I set it yesterday when I went to the bus stop for my daughter to update my LinkedIn with a few podcasts that I've been on recently that I haven't updated on my LinkedIn. Actually, I haven't updated a lot on my LinkedIn. So I had it look at my LinkedIn when I was logged in, make suggestions for improvements, and then I asked it to specifically go find links to places that I've been featured for podcasts, articles, whatever that is, events, and put those all together for me. So it did that here. And then I basically just said, okay, now I need you to go and actually implement this for me. Okay, so it just did it. It just did it. This is the future, guys. Like if you can simultaneously be working on multiple things at one time, what a game changer. I mean, just for sourcing and keeping up with tariff prices right now in general, if you can have it go scour a list of products when it's logged into one of your trade accounts, like boom, time savings right there when you can be doing other things. And then you know that it's also not just taking actions on your behalf unless if you ask it, unless if you're logged in, and also you get to double check everything. So it's coming back with all the information on the side so you can confirm the accuracy of all of these things. Okay, these are really great options that it's coming back with right now. So I'm excited to see what it comes back with for the recap after it looks through the internet and gives me a nice consolidated list here of all these things. So this is the Comet browser by Perplexity. It is so cool. I'm doing a lot of trainings on these lately, just because I literally will open this browser every morning and say, what are the most pressing things on my list of things to do today? Now, sometimes, just so you know, sometimes these do come back with some broken links for some reason. That one just was over there. That is a really cool rug too. So I will kind of go through each of these, but the amount of fine tuning and the amount of like scouring the internet that I can now avoid if I have just really good prompts and even inspirational imagery when you're doing this type of thing. If you've got design boards or even tighter restrictions for what you're looking for, and also like log into all of your trade accounts. So it doesn't necessarily have to just do one at a time. You could say, go look at these particular sites, have them logged in, and then it can look at multiple sources at once in case of, something like this doesn't have one. All right. So it's awesome. I highly recommend signing up for it for 20 bucks a month. I mean, Perplexity was great, but now we've got the Comet browser as well. So game-changing AI advancements. Also notice that none of this took away from creativity. A lot of this is now, okay, let me go plug this into the design. Let me put this into the floor plan. I'm going to make sure that these sizes are correct. This is a real project I'm working on right now. These are real restrictions. So that is my next step. It is just simply finding the products faster within the criteria that I set for it. And when I don't have to do it myself. All right, so I will see you next month for more AI tips, but follow me on AI for Interior Designers on Instagram, Jenna Gaduzik, also on Instagram, or go to AIforinteriordesigners.com. If you're heading to High Point Market, I am hosting an AI day at Fazy Rugs on Friday before market starts. So watch for announcements on that, and we would absolutely love if you could join us. All right, I'll see you next month.